Hi! Recently I was watching a lot of Deltarune videos, and specifically in these two. I have found an interesting contradiction, and no one seems to be talking about it. In this video, I'll tell you what that contradiction is, and what does it imply. Let's go straight into it. Now, I'll be conveying to you parts of these videos that are relevant to my analysis. I'll start with the Jara one. Deltarune, and Undertale as well, have something called typer value. Each typer value stands for a specific font and voice clip that is used when someone is speaking. There are three things you need to know about these typers in Deltarune. First, there are several generic typers, which can be used by multiple characters. Second, one character can use more than one typer. Third, typers always change depending on which world you are in. For example, Susie uses typer number 10 in Light World and typer number 30 in the Dark World. And now, let's use our knowledge to analyze the only sequence in Deltarune about which we do not know where it takes place. I am talking about Goner Maker sequence. The guy here talking is using two typers, 666 and 667. This is one of many hints that the guy here is in fact Gaster, but that's not important for us right now. Since the typer values are right beside each other, we can conclude this is not Gaster somehow teleporting to different world, but he is just choosing to use different typer. But there is another typer used in Goner Maker. It's at the very end, when someone says, will now be discarded. No one can choose who they are in this world. Value of this typer is 2, and a lot of people use that as evidence that it's someone different speaking than before. However, that evidence is false, because typer number 2 is a generic one, and as I said, everyone can use these. Typer number 2 is labeled silence, which means that when it appears on screen, but the important question is, in which world is this typer supposed to be used? And the answer is Light World. So that's it, isn't it? Question asked, question answered. Wait, why are we still in the first half of the video? I did say that this video is about contradiction, didn't I? Well now, it's time to look at the other side of the coin. In his video, Half-Breed focuses on the question, who sings the song? Don't forget. He even analyzed the lyrics in Japanese and compared it to text in the game. And while doing that, he also stumbled into the Goner Maker sequence. But let's not go ahead of ourselves. First, you need to know some basics about Japanese. Japanese has 3 different writing systems, hiragana, katakana, and kanji, and unlike in English, it is common to use them in combination. Hiragana and katakana are both original Japanese writing systems with 46 characters each. Kanji, however, is borrowed from China, and its total number of characters is in the 10,000s. Because of it, most games try to avoid it as much as possible, especially those for young audiences. So, is Deltarune the same? Well, not exactly. While it's true that no one uses kanji in the Light World, Dark Worlds are whole another story. As you can see, everyone is using kanji here, like it is a matter of course. It is pretty clear that Toby wants to differentiate the way characters are speaking between Light and Dark Worlds, and he is using every tool in his disposal to do that. In summarize, characters use kanji only in the Dark Worlds, and as we said, the Goner Maker sequence takes place in the Light World. So there shouldn't be any kanji, right? Oh my God. What am I supposed to do with this?
This is a contradiction, a paradox, the law of excluded middle.
Wait, we cannot give up just yet. We have to stay determined. There must be some way around that. In fact, I think I might have one. Let me tell you. The answer on the question, where does the Goner Maker sequence take place, is... Well, yeah. Since the background of the Goner Maker is the same as the texture of the Dark Fountain, I am definitely not the first one to know about that. But at least, we have more evidence for it now. And it does make quite a bit of sense, doesn't it? Because Dark Fountain is something like a gate between worlds, it makes sense for it to acquire attributes of both worlds. And with that, I am all done. Like and share if you enjoyed the video, let me know in the comments if you agree with my conclusion, and if you want to see more Deltarune content, then there is a subscribe button right for you. Goodbye.